Hi, I'm Linda McDonald.
And I'm Kirsten Rosenberg, and we're the Iron Maidens, and you're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour, your source for all hard rock, heavy metal, new metal, alternative, punk, horror punk, hardcore, rock, and all local bands, with your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bodfather.
Hey everybody, welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour. I'm your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bodfather. As always, I'm bringing you an awesome interview, and this evening I'm bringing you an awesome band. It's a cover band, but however, this is an all-female cover band, and this is the Iron Maidens. From the Iron Maidens, I have co-founder, drummer Linda McDonald, a.k.a. Nikki McBurrain, and also vocalist Kirsten Rosenberg, a.k.a. Bruce Chickinson. I like that name. How's it going?
Doing all right. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm here with the Iron Maidens, and this is awesome. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome. Our pleasure.
Let's talk about, you guys formed in 2001, and let's talk about how this came together and why you guys wanted to be just a cover band and not actually do your own music. Let's talk about that.
Well, you know what happened? Actually, it's a tribute band, which is a little bit different than a cover band because cover bands, they just cover various artists, and tribute bands have to really buckle down with just one chosen specific artist and then, you know, try to recreate their stage show, their costumes, and, you know, everything. So
really pay tribute to them as opposed to just covering their material.
Right.
yes, the music scene at that time was really suffering quite a bit with venues and with original music, you know. And some of us were in other original bands. Some of us were in a band called Phantom Blue, and we were just looking for other members, another bass player actually, and stumbled across these other people who were doing this co-ed Iron Maiden tribute band, wanting to go all-female, and we just kind of merged the two groups, and it went all-female, and there you go.
Did y'all ever expect to have so much success that you guys had so far?
Hell no!
It's really crazy. We feel so fortunate. I mean, certainly the band has worked very hard to achieve that, but, I mean, we know how fortunate we are. It's been a really fun ride.
Absolutely. It's like going to the circus every day.
What really got me hooked is I saw you guys on Access TV, and you guys did a hell of a job, ladies.
Thank you.
Your guys' music is so tight and so smooth that you think you really are listening to Iron Maiden. I mean, you guys kill it.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, you know, aside from, you know, these girls, they're such talented musicians. I mean, that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to be in the Iron Maidens, but we're also Iron Maiden fans, so it comes from a place of love, too.
Oh, yeah.
Love and familiarity.
Now, you guys are the world's only female tribute to Iron Maiden, but the thing about it is you guys are one of the most popular tribute bands to ever perform on stage. This is what really got me, too, is like, you guys also played in front of over 40,000 people in Venezuela, where you guys, I mean, you guys were the first all-female metal band to ever perform in that country. And you guys broke Metallica's all-time high ticket-selling record of 5,000 tickets in 2 days, people, by selling 6,000 tickets in 12 hours. I mean, geez. What does that mean to you guys?
It's a nice, it's a nice feather in one's cap, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, you know, we can't take all the credit for that because we weren't the only band on the bill. And
that's right.
But it sure does sound nice the way that you said it.
Yeah, exactly. We won't argue the point too much.
You guys got to meet the actual Iron Maiden group, but what have they said about you guys being a tribute band for them?
They said that our energy was fantastic and that we got the thumbs up from Steve Harris. So that, I mean, how much better does it get than that?
Yeah.
We were honored, and we were also pooping our pants.
Put it in a ladylike manner.
What is your guys, both of you, favorite part of being of this tribute band?
You know, this is Kirsten. For me, and I'm always and I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm very aware of this, but like when I'm refreshing and going over songs, or even if I just hear one on the radio or in a jukebox somewhere, I am never bored or tired of this music, despite hearing it and performing it all the time, it never fails to really get me fired up. I love it still. So the best part for me is getting to perform music that I already love in front of people who also love the music. So it's one giant, fun, communal love of Iron Maiden. I don't have to win anybody over. The music's already done that.
Exactly.
Totally. And that kind of bleeds over into my favorite part, which is while performing it, it's just that connection with everybody. I mean, everybody, including us, is in that same room for the same reason, and it's, you know, it's for Iron Maiden music, and the connection is really, really phenomenal. It's wonderful.
What's the biggest accomplishment for this band at this time, or have you guys met that yet?
Well, I'd like to think, you know, we certainly haven't achieved the pinnacle yet, but, I mean, Linda's in a better place to comment, having been with the band since the beginning, but I think just the longevity and the fact that we're doing this interview with you, you know, speaks to the popularity and success that the band has achieved.
Sure. I mean, we get the opportunity to do a lot of really great things that is usually reserved for only some of the more popular original bands, and we just feel very blessed for that because we know this is not our material, but we're just enjoying this ride.
When you guys were forming this band, was you guys at all afraid to start to, you know, to get out there and afraid people wouldn't take you all as serious as being a tribute band?
No. I mean, from the first rehearsals that we had, there were people lining up outside the rehearsal room door, trying to peek in the tiny window and lining up outside in the hall to see what the hell was going on in that room. And it was just kind of a sign that people were going to be into it.
That's awesome. That is really cool. Do you guys prefer clubs or festivals, or does it really matter to you all?
We do it all.
Yeah, seriously. Wherever there's a hearty welcome, it sounds good to me. I mean, certainly playing some of the larger venues, casinos, and, you know, there can be some nice perks associated with those places that some of the smaller clubs aren't able to provide. But honestly, as long as there's people there rocking out with you, it's all good, small or large.
In South America, we played a small little town called Duitama, and that place, you would never know that it was just swarming with metalheads. You would not have a clue just going through those little cobblestone streets at the daytime. At nighttime, that club, it wasn't that big, but it was just packed with so much energy, and it felt almost like that 40,000-seater. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
You know,
I felt like the whole city was there that night, that's for sure.
I think so.
You guys are not the first ones to say that. I mean, it's like several bands that's been on here said, you know, they played the tiniest venue out at a place where you think Google Maps couldn't even find it. And it's like 2,000 people standing there watching them play, and it's like, whoa, where the hell did this come from?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It was a great feeling.
So much fun.
What can fans of the Iron Maidens expect at a show from you all?
They want to see and no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. They expect a show, first and foremost. They expect the playing to be really tight and for us to, you know, capture the signature nuances of the songs, you know, that they're accustomed to hearing, and just throw in our own dash of what it is we personally bring to the table as individuals. Good times, and eddies, and fog, and monsters, CO2 explosions.
And fake fire. And
yeah, exactly.
Each of you guys, what's your favorite Iron Maiden song to play live?
Mine would be Linda here. One of my favorites is Phantom of the Opera and Revelations.
For me, it's honestly, I could not pick just one. But let's see, I love doing Back in the Village. I love so many of them. I love, I had a brain fart. Just going to make a joke about, a joke about, Genghis Khan. I love doing that one. Of course, that's an instrumental, ha-ha. No, I mean, I love, Sea of Madness, Moonchild. I love them all.
When the fans leave that show, what do you hope that they take away from it?
A T-shirt.
Sweatiness.
Yeah. We just want them to have... You know what's a neat thing when some people just tell us that they relived a part of their youth, or, you know, it just brings back memories, and that type of thing, and
Mm-hmm.
we just
I
want
think
people to
too,
enjoy themselves.
yes. I think, too, there's people who have heard of the band, been told about the band, and wanted to check it out on a lark, and I think it's going to be a novelty, a gimmick, and people, time after time, were just like, wow, I was not expecting that.
Mm-hmm.
Blown away. And so that's always a nice feeling.
Let me ask you guys this. With the tribute band, have you had people after the show come up and say, I've not got to talk to the Iron Maiden group, but if I did, this is what this song means to me? Have you guys had anybody do that before?
No.
I can't think of one offhand specifically, but I do know that people come and reflect what specific songs mean and have meant to them during hard times, during their life and that stuff. And who I think gets most of that is the people that work on merchandise.
Yeah, exactly. That's who you should be having the interview with, our merch person.
While we're away getting ready and having dinner, they're at the merch booth, and they get their ears talked off, apparently, by a lot of people who open up to them. So
Yeah.
All right.
It's a fun fact.
What do you think the state of heavy metal music is today? Do you think that they will ever see another huge metal act like Iron Maiden, Metallica, Priest, such bands like that? What's your opinion?
I think music is very cyclical, so like everything, fashion, music, and so yeah, sure. What I think is really cool is the fact that Iron Maiden and Metallica as well, but Maiden, they're still selling out arenas. They're probably selling more tickets these days than they did back in the 80s. It just blows my mind, and it truly gives me joy. They're doing it without radio airplay, without video, and selling out arenas.
I think, what other bands now you see at our shows and at their shows, obviously, Iron Maiden concerts have become a family affair, too. You have parents go with their kids, and it's cool to go with their kids or your parents, because it's cross generations now that love this music.
As far as tribute bands, what does the Iron Maidens bring to the table?
We're the world's only female tribute to Iron Maiden.
Yeah, we put on a damn good show. And, ain't too hard on the eye.
Very true,
Yeah,
very true.
Some of us.
We're girls that put our musicianship first, and then
Yeah,
we like
that
to, we like to put our femininity up there too, but, musicianship comes first, and then we like being girls, and,
Exactly. It's the music is first, and then, of course, being women, and it's rock and roll. There's going to be sex appeal involved, for sure, but that never overtakes the musicianship and the music. That always comes first.
You guys have some shows coming up in Mexico. Let's talk about that. Is this the first time going to Mexico for you guys, or how's the reception down there when you guys going to play?
Oh, we've been to this part of Mexico, like Mexico City, before, which is actually when we met Steve Harris. We'd met him before this, but we played a show with Lauren Harris, and it was just through the roof. It was at the Hard Rock Cafe, and Mexico City just blew our minds. They are so enthusiastic and energetic, and we're going back to Mexico City. So it's going to be good.
I think there is a special love for Maiden in the Latin American countries, for sure.
I want to thank you all for taking time out to do this crazy interview with me. And
well, it was pretty damn crazy, let me tell you. I need a drink to calm my nerves now. to settle from the craziness.
So how can people reach out to say, hey, we like your guys' tribute band and buy your merch? How can they do that?
Oh, yeah, easy peasy. You can go to our website, theironmaidens.com. We're all over Facebook, the official Iron Maidens, and we tweet. I believe it's the official Iron Maidens on Twitter, and as well as us individually. But certainly for our merch and stuff, theironmaidens.com. And to find out where and when we're playing next.
Would you guys care to do a promo before I let you go?
Sure. Okay.
Hi, I'm Linda McDonald.
And I'm Kirsten Rosenberg. And we're the Iron Maidens, and you're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
I want to thank the Iron Maidens for being on the show this evening. And everybody stick around. We got some music coming up. You'll hear these interviews right here on BODS Mayhem Hour and Uber City Radio.
Don't